Every year, about 750,000 Americans have a stroke or brain aneurysm. 41 NBC's Skyler Henry was at the Central Georgia Rehab Hospital in Macon at a special event to honor those stroke victims. He joins us in the studio to tell us about patients' lives after a stroke and what you can do to lower your risk.
Georgia is the buckle in the middle of the country's stroke belt, and medical professionals want you to remain healthy and aware. Today's event showed the challenges people face after a stroke and also the story of a woman who fought incredible odds to get where she is today. Strokes affect hundreds of thousands of Americans each year.
If you see anything like that, you want to take your loved one or somebody you know immediately to the emergency room. Don't think, don't stop, just do it.
The Central Georgia Rehab Hospital in Macon takes in those who suffer a stroke or an accident and helps them literally get back on their feet. Darren Pearce is the executive director at the hospital and wants people to know he and his staff are here for them.
A good attitude makes all the difference in the world. You will get through this, and we will make it better for you.
May is Stroke Awareness Month, and the media was invited to recognize those who have suffered a stroke and also give participants the opportunity to see what life is like after one. And Berringer needed no demonstration. She suffered a stroke and has been rehabbing at the hospital. She told us how the exercises in her recovery helped her.
Anybody having a stroke or having an accident that causes them not to be able to walk or do things, this is the place to come.
Her husband Ray has been right by her side every step of the way. Times were not always easy.
A lot of emotions take over, and sometimes it's extremely difficult to manage all this.
The National Stroke Association says to learn the warning signs for stroke FAST, which stands for face, arms, speech, and time. And if you see any, immediately call 911. While the rehab process hasn't always been easy, Mrs. Berringer says to never give up.
Don't give up. Work hard. Exercise. Do what the therapist tells you to do, and you end up like me, walking, talking, living.
And Mrs. Berringer says that her goal now is to learn how to drive again, but she knows that she has much more rehab to go before she can do that. Again, if you notice any symptoms related to a stroke, use the FAST warning signs and immediately seek medical help.